My beloved child, stop scrolling. This message is not an accident. I am Michael, servant of the Most High, and I speak to you at this hour because the wind has shifted. Time is moving. The window is small. On this day, a circle closes and a door turns. What you thought was over begins to move toward you again. The past relationship is drawing near your life, not by chaos, but by permission under heaven's watch. Heaven has seen what you cannot. I see motives hidden in kind words. I see fear hiding behind smiles. I see hunger that looks like love and love that learned to speak softly after storms. I am not sending you into confusion. I am drawing you into stillness where the light is strong. You have longed it. You have cried. You have replayed nights and words and what ifs. You have asked if this is a sign. We're a trap. We're a healing that finally comes home. Hear me clearly. Not every return is restoration. Some returns are tests that remove old hooks. Some are closures where you bless and release. Some are holy beginnings that come with gentle proof. I carry a sword of light to cut fog from your path. I spread my wings over your door to guard your peace. You do not need to write. You do not need to fear. The right thing does not hide in shadows. The right thing does not demand secrecy or speed. The right thing breathes and lets you breathe. I will teach you how to see fruit instead of fantasy. I will show you patterns, not promises. I will place stillness like a shield in your hands. At this hour you will learn the sound of real change and the scent of honest peace. Listen closely. Missing even one word could bend a path. We begin with your heart and what it remembers, because heaven has watched your tears and counted your prayers. If you receive this part, type 111 now. I know how your heart keeps small rooms where yesterday still breathes. I have watched you open drawers of memory at night and hold a name like a stone that still feels warm. You remember the laugh, the look, the first light that felt like promise. You remember the storm, the silence, the door that closed without a true goodbye. Your mind says move on, but your heart keeps a tiny lamp lit at the window. This is not weakness. This is proof that you are able to love with depth. Heaven has seen what you cannot. Heaven has counted the tears that fell into your pillow and the words you never sent. I was there when you whispered, "Give me a sign, give me a clean yes, or give me a clean no." I speak now because time is moving and the window is small. I will not let you walk blind. Listen. The soul can keep doors ajar out of fear that nothing better will come, or out of hope that what was broken can be made whole. Your heart is honest, but pain can color the glass. This is why I place you in stillness, so light can enter and show the true shape of things. Do not shame yourself for roaming. Do not shame yourself for fear. Let both be seen in the light. I hold you steady under my wings while we look together. Here is the first lens. Fruit over fantasy. Fantasy speaks in flashes. Truth grows in time. Fantasy is loud at the door. Fruit stands in the field and faces the weather. Fantasy says, "Trust me because I am here." Fruit says, "Watch me and see if I remain." A changed heart leaves footprints you can follow. There is steady humility, not show. There is honesty without excuses. There is a patter of truth, again and again, even when no one is clapping. When wind passes through the trees, the loose leaves fly away and the strong branches remain. So it is with people. Let the wind of time and truth pass. See what stays. You ask, but how do I see it? Start simple. Do they honor your no? Do they honor your time? Do they honor the light? Do they speak the same when you are alone and when others are near? Do they invite counsel or do they push you into secrecy? Is there peace that lingers after you pray, or only rush that demands you choose now? The right thing does not hide. The right thing does not twist your words. The right thing breathes. The right thing lets your chest loosen and your eyes clear. You have told yourself stories to survive. Stories that paint the past in gold, or stories that paint it in night. I bring balance. I bring light. Let me place your memories on the table like pieces of glass. See what shines true and what only reflects a wish. You did love. You did try. You did learn. Now we will look for fruit, not flashes. I will teach you to bless what was good without worshiping it, and to release what was harmful without hating yourself for staying as long as you did. There is no hurry. You are not late. The one who writes your days is not cruel. At this hour I steady your breathing. I lift the weight from your chest. I tell your mind to sit, and your heart to speak, and your spirit to listen. If this person returns, you will not be trapped by old scripts. You will not be led by fear. You will stand in stillness with my sword of light at your side. You will ask calm questions. You will look for fruit. You will let the wind pass and see what remains. Hold this now. Fruit over fantasy. Peace over pressure. Witness over wish. We will now speak about the warning signs that come dressed like flowers but carry thorns. Act 222 to confirm heaven's witness. At this hour I speak plainly because the stakes are not small. Time is moving. The window is small. A return at your door can carry peace or poison, cure or lapse. Heaven has seen what you cannot. I see the patterns beneath, pleasant words. I see the plan hidden in sudden warmth. I see a net that looks like a blanket and a hand that looks like up. Do not be frightened. Be awake. I stand with you. My sword of light divides truth from story so your steps do not slip. Some returns are holy keys. They unlock closure with kindness or open a new chapter that was delayed by pain. Other returns are bait. Bait is bright. Bait is flattering. Bait tries to hurry you into rooms without windows. Watch for flattery that crowds your air. Watch for grand promises that require secrecy. Watch for sudden ultimatums that say choose me now or lose me forever. Love that is true does not fear the light. Love that is true does not hide from counsel. Love that is true can stand still and breathe. Learn the marks of manipulation so you are not moved. Love bombing shows up with oversized gifts, constant messages, and a story that puts you on a pedestal so you cannot ask real questions. Spiritual talk without spiritual life uses holy words to cover old habits. Isolation is a quiet thief. It praises you when you avoid trusted friends and says our love is above their understanding. Secrecy grows in corners. It says we do not need anyone else while it moves you away from safety. The right thing welcomes windows. The right thing welcomes wise eyes. The right thing is the same in a crowded room and in a quiet car. Here is your shelter in the storm. Practice the 3-day stillness. When the past knocks, do not open fast. Day 1, pause. Rest your phone. Drink water. Walk outside. Tell your heart that nothing real will vanish because you breathe. Day 2, pray and write. Ask 3 simple questions. Do I feel peace after prayer? Do their words match their history? Do I have the freedom to ask for time? Day 3, observe and seek counsel. Speak to 1 or 2 trusted voices who love your future more than your feelings in the moment. Look for consistency across the days. If peace grows, it is a sign to continue with care. If confusion grows, it is a sign to step back. The window is small. The window is not rushed. Your stillness is not a no. Your stillness is a guardrail. Beware the fast fix. Beware the sudden apology that lists your faults more than theirs. Beware the story that makes them the only victim in every scene. Beware the request to meet in secret to avoid hard conversations with community. Beware the plan that solves everything by changing your address, your job, or your circle before trust has rebuilt. Pressure is not proof. Pressure is fog. Truth is patient and steady. Truth does not need to close your ears to be heard. You ask if people can change. Yes, people can change under light and time and humility. Change is not a speech. Change is a schedule. Change is a phone given to accountability. Change is a budget that pays what is owed. Change is a pattern that does not collapse under small stress. Change will not fear a gentle no. Change will not punish your boundaries. If you feel your chest tighten and your words shrink, the air is wrong. Open the window. Step back. All for light. I am not scolding you. I am saving you time. I am guarding your joy. I am teaching you to stand where the wind can pass and the loose leaves can go. You are worth careful love. You are worth the long answer. You are worth counsel and sunlight. Do not let anyone tell you that waiting 3 days means you are cold. It means you are covered. It means heaven is leading and not your fears. Hold this warning like a lantern. When the knock comes, you will not be a child in the dark. You will be a watcher on the wall. You will be calm. You will be kind. You will be clear. If the door opens, he opens in light. If the door stays shut, it shuts with blessing. Either way, peace will remain. Now that you have shelter, I will place protection around your steps. Stop 333 to stand in clear light. If this word is helping you stay in the light, keep your heart aligned with heaven. Share this message so it reaches the one who is searching tonight. Subscribe to receive future revelations at the right hour. Your agreement and support help this light go farther. I am not far. I am near. I cover your doorway with wings that stretch wider than your worry. I set fire around your boundaries that no confusion can cross. I am Michael, servant of the Most High, and I speak peace into your room. Time is moving, but you do not need to hurry. The window is small, but it is enough. Heaven has seen what you cannot. I see the paths that look pretty and end in thorns. I see the quiet road that looks plain and leads to gardens. Hear me. You are not desperate. You are defended. I place a sword of light in your hand. It will not cut people. It will cut lies. It will not wound your hope. It will separate your hope from the hooks that tried to carry it away. Stand in your doorway and breathe. You may feel old panic rise when the past knocks. Let it pass like wind that rattles leaves and then moves on. I have assigned angels over your communication, over your timing, over the tone of your voice. Your yes can be gentle. Your no can be gentle. Your pause can be holy. The right story will not be scared of your pause. The right story will not be scared of the light. Let me give you simple language that protects your peace. You can say, I need time to pray. You can say, I want to move slowly. You can say, I will not keep this private. I will tell my trusted counsel. You can say, please share your plan for accountability. You can say, I am looking for change that shows up on the calendar, not only in words. You do not have to explain your hurt in circles. You do not have to agree to meetings that your spirit is not ready for. You do not have to carry the weight of keeping someone from feeling disappointed. You are not cruel for protecting your soul. You are wise. I wrap stillness around your phone. I bless your inbox with light. I place calm over your schedule so no one can rush you out of safety. Your boundaries are not walls against love. Your boundaries are walls against harm. Your standards are not punishment. Your standards are protection for the garden of your name. The one who truly comes from heaven will knock and wait. The one who truly comes from heaven will not paint over cracks. The one who truly comes from heaven will welcome counsel, will welcome daylight, will welcome a slow pace because peace is their goal, not control. You ask, what if I say no to something and they leave? If a no cannot be honored, then it was never safe to begin with. If time offends them, then time has revealed their teacher. If counsel bothers them, then counsel has exposed their plan. This is mercy. This is heaven saving you from rooms that steal your breath. I am guarding your steps so you do not waste years on what refuses to face the sun. I am guiding your words so you can speak without fear. I am covering your sleep so dreams of old storms do not rule your night. Listen for my cues. I will nudge you to step back when the air grows thin. I will nudge you to lean in when peace keeps growing. I will place small confirmations in honest places. A friend calls at the right hour. A verse opens and speaks. A plan forms that does not require hiding. Do not chase signs. Let signs follow truth. Do not chase voices. Let voices confirm peace. At this hour you are being built, not just blessed. I am training your ears to hear the difference between pressure and promise. Hold to this anchor. You are not desperate. You are defended. The right story does not fear the light. The right story does not fear your no. The right story does not fear the presence of wise eyes. Stand with your shoulders soft and your spirit awake. The wind may rise, but your house will stand. Under my wings, your discernment will sharpen without bitterness. Under my wings, your heart will stay tender without being taken. Under my wings, your future will not be stolen by a sudden loud voice. Now that you stand covered, we will begin to test what stands at your door. We will not test with anger. We will test with light. Type 444 for protection over your name. At this hour I place clear lenses over your eyes so you can see beyond charm and into character. Heaven has seen what you cannot. I am not asking you to be suspicious. I am training you to be bright. Light does not accuse. Light reveals. We will test without anger and confirm without panic. The window is small, and time is moving, but we will move with wisdom, not with rush. Begin with apology. Real apology stands up straight and does not lean on excuses. Real apology says I did this, and it hurt you, and I am changing this. False apology says I am sorry you felt that way, and turns the blame like a mirror back to your face. Real apology makes amends where possible. It asks if there is anything left to repair, not to buy forgiveness, but to honor truth. Listen for ownership. Listen for details that show humble memory. Watch for the pattern that follows the words. If the apology is real, the calendar will prove it. Now look for change without applause. Change does not need an audience. Change is quiet and consistent. It shows up on ordinary days, not only at grand beginnings. Change keeps appointments. Change pays debts. Change answers messages with steadiness. Change does not need to be praised every hour to keep going. If the person grows angry when you do not reward them right away, they were not changing, they were performing. True change can breathe under silence because its strength is within. Invite community. Isolation is a red flag no matter what words dress it. Ask them to welcome one or two wise voices into the conversation. Not strangers to shame them, but trusted people to keep the air clear. If they resist counsel, take note. If they agree, watch whether they are the same person in front of those eyes as they are in private. Truth is the same in a crowd and in a quiet car. The right story does not fear windows. Ask for a plan, not only a promise. Where there was chaos before, there must be structure now. If money was a wound, is there a simple budget? If time was a wound, is there a shared calendar? If honesty was a wound, is there transparency with devices and friends? You are not demanding control. You are requiring clarity so trust can live. Trust is not magic. Trust is built like a house, brick by brick, day by day, in the light. Use the candle test. Sit in stillness after your conversations. Place your inner light before me. Ask, did this dim me or did this brighten me? If you feel smaller, foggier, more afraid, more right, or more confused, the candle is warning you. If you feel clearer, quieter, more peaceful, more honest, and more free to be slow, the candle is guiding you. Your body tells truth when your mind is tired. Your breath tells truth when your memories argue. I will teach you to listen. Utter your no. Speak your boundaries gently and watch what they do. Say, I need time. Say, I want counsel. Say, I'm moving slowly. Observe the response. A safe person will soften and agree. A harmful person will press, punish, or pretend to agree and then return to pressure. Record what you see. You are not judging. You are stewarding your future. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and I am letting you see a portion so you can decide with peace. S for secrecy. If they ask you to hide conversations, to lie by omission, or to keep meetings off the record, close the door with blessing. The light is your friend. The light is your shelter. The light is how we save your years. I have posted watchers over your thresholds. They will sound an alarm in your spirit when the air grows wrong. I will confirm through small signs that do not require you to bend your conscience to fit the story. Now measure pace. The right thing will match your pace when the pace is led by peace. You do not need to jump into the deep end to prove faith. You are allowed to wait. You are allowed to test the temperature with your toes. You are allowed to step back if the water stings. The window is small because clarity comes now, not later. But small does not mean rushed. Small means focused. For a short time, watch closely and listen deeply. Then decide without fear. Lastly, pray simple. Ask me, is this from you? Ask me, what do I do next? Ask me, who should walk with us? I will answer through scripture that aligns with love and order. I will answer through counsel that blesses truth, not ego. I will answer through your own spirit by the peace that remains after the talk ends. If the peace cannot stay, the door should not open. If the peace keeps growing, then step with care and continue the tests with joy. Hold these tests like gentle tool. They are not weapons against a person. They are windows for light. If the story is true, these tests will beautify it. If the story is false, these tests will end it kindly. Either way, you will stand clean. Now that we have tested the door, we will tend the heart that lived through the storm. Duck 555 to step through the small window. Lay your hand upon your heart and breathe. In. Out. Slow like waves that know the shore by name. I am with you in this route. I am not asking you to deny what happened. I am inviting you to let heaven touch it with light. Time is moving. The window is small. Before you choose the road, we will tend the soul. Heaven has seen what you cannot. I have watched the nights you could not sleep, the days you carried blame that did not belong to you, the moments you wondered if a different word could have saved the story. Hear me. You are not your mistakes. You are not their choices. You are more than the hardest day. Pain taught you to flinch. Pain taught your breath to live high in your chest. Pain taught your mind to scan every corner for danger. Today the lesson ends. We will not pretend the storm was quiet. We will not pretend the wind did not break branches. We will honor the truth. Then we will release the weight that tries to ride the next season. I wrap my wings around the parts of you that still tremble. I whisper stillness into the memories that shout. The sword of light does not only cut lies. It cuts the cords of shame that tied themselves to your name. Pray with me like a child. Simple words. Simple breath. And the inhale say, I receive your light. And the exhale say, I release this weight. Again, I receive your light. I release this weight. Now speak this aloud. I forgive where I am able, and I ask for help where I am not. I release the claim to punish with my silence. I release the claim to pay back with my absence. I bless my own heart to be soft and wise. I bless their future into God's hands. I return what is not mine to carry. I take back my peace. Forgiveness is not forgetting. Forgiveness is not the same as trust. Forgiveness is setting your heart free from the job of judge. Trust is built in the light, brick by brick. You can forgive now and still move slowly later. You can forgive now and still say no to a door you will not open again. You can forgive now and still require counsel, require time, require truth. Mercy and wisdom are not enemies. Mercy is the oil. Wisdom is the lamp. Together they keep your night from swallowing your steps. Your body remembers the storm even when your mind says calm. Let your body learn peace again. Sit by a window and feel the wind without fear. Walk where trees stand and listen to leaves speak in soft voices. Drink water and bless it. Eat and bless it. Sleep and bless it. Write the hard memory and then write the lesson you found in it. You will see stitches of light along the old tears. You will see how heaven turned what tried to break you into strength that now guards you. You will see how compassion grew where contempt once lived. This is not denial. This is redemption. If the past returns and you choose reunion, you will carry wisdom, not wounds. If the past returns and you choose release, you will carry blessing, not bitterness. I promise you this. Redemption does not depend on their response. Redemption begins when you agree with the light. The right outcome will not steal your peace. It will fulfill your purpose. You are not losing time. You are gaining clarity. You are not losing love. You are making room for real love to live. Let me touch the places that grew hard so you could survive. Let me soften them without making you fragile. Let me show you that tears are not weakness when they wash the eyes to see again. Let me show you that boundaries are not walls against love when they keep the garden safe. Let me show you that your voice is allowed in the room. You can say what is true without shaking. You can say what you need without apology. You can say what you will not accept and then stand still. The storm is over. The lesson remains. You will not carry the old thunder into new mornings. You will not carry the old fog into new halls. I place peace like a cloak over your shoulders. I place calm like a river through your chest. I place courage like a bell in your bones. When you wake tomorrow, you will feel lighter. When you hear their name, you will feel clear. When you see their message, you will feel steady. This is how healing sounds when heaven breathes. Hold this healing. Let it settle. Let it become your normal. From this peace we will build the boundaries that keep you whole while you walk forward. The next step is simple and strong. Type 777 to seal cancel agreements. Your name is a garden, and I am posted at your gate. I am Michael, and I speak to you with steady fire that does not burn you, but burns what tries to harm you. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven honors your future with holy standards. Boundaries are not punishment. Boundaries are permission for love to live. Without gates, even good fruit is trampled. With gates, the right hands enter and the wrong hands wait outside until they learn honor. Let us set your guardrails simple and strong. Pace is a boundary. You move at peace speed. You are not required to match someone else's urgency. Words are a boundary. You will say what you mean, and you will not be bullied into silence or pushed into speeches you do not owe. Time is a boundary. You will protect mornings for prayer and evenings for rest. Counsel is a boundary. Your story will not live in secret. One or two trusted voices will see and speak with you. Presence is a boundary. Meetings happen in safe places, at safe hours, with safe exits for your soul. Touch is a boundary. You belong to God first, and your body is not a promise you give under pressure. Money is a boundary. No more pledges that empty your peace to fill another person's holes. Technology is a boundary. Light rules your devices. Secrecy does not. Use phrases that keep the garden whole. You can say, I am moving slow and I am not sorry. You can say, that is not how I talk to myself anymore. You can say, we will include counsel from the beginning. You can say, no private threads that exclude accountability. You can say, I will not be rushed into deep waters. We can wade. You can say, my no is not a test for you to pass. It is a rhythm for us to follow. You can say, I need breaks to breathe, and breaks are not rejection. Simple, clear, calm. The right story can live inside these sentences. Every garden has gates. Let 4 gates stand at yours: truth, time, testimony, tenderness. Truth first. Are their words the same in the light as in the dark? Are their timelines honest? Do they name their part without shifting blame? Time next. Will they honor a slower build without sulking, pouting, or punishing? Testimony then. Do wise witnesses see the same growth you are told about? Can mentors attest to real steps? Tenderness last. Does their strength make room for your emotions? Do your emotions find calm around their strength? If a person argues with the gate, they are not ready for the garden. If a person honors the gate, the garden begins to bloom. Let your yes and no be steady. Yes to clarity. Yes to pace. Yes to counsel. Yes to prayer. No to secrecy. No to pressure. No to isolation. No to writing history to avoid accountability. When the past tries to skip steps, bring it back to the path. When the past tries to personalize your boundary as an insult, return to stillness and repeat your sentence once. You do not need to explain your peace. You do not need to defend your light. Light explains itself by shining. Sometimes love has to wait at the gate while humility learns the password. That is not cruelty. That is care. The garden you are growing will feed your future, your purpose, and your house. You are not guarding a yard of weeds. You are guarding a field of promise. Do not hand the gate keys to charm. Do not hand the gate keys to past patterns dressed in new clothes. Hand the keys to truth, to time, to testimony, to tenderness. Watch how the garden responds. If flowers lift their heads, you are safe. If flowers close and the air goes thin, step back. If they stay, they will grow. If they go, you remain whole. Either way, peace wins. You are not auditioning for love. You are inviting love to live under holy order. I stand with my sword of light by your gate. I will nudge when you must hold the line. I will nudge when it is good to open wider. I will call helpers if needed. I will set lamps along the fence so you can see even at dusk. Now, once the gates are in place, you will look for winds that agree with heaven and for helpers appointed to stand with you as confirmations unfold. Type 888 for holy reversal. At this hour I tune your ear to the wind. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven is kind. I send signs that do not shout but they do not hide. I send helpers who do not push but they do not vanish. You do not need to chase answers. You need only to stand in the light and let what is real remain. Begin with peace that lingers. After you pray, listen to your breath. If peace visits and stays even when you think about moving slowly, it is a true sign. If peace collapses when you set boundaries, it was never peace. True signs agree with holiness and order. They do not require you to bend your conscience to fit a story. They do not silence your wise friends. They do not paint over cracks. True signs stand up to the daylight and still look steady. Watch for confirmations that arrive without contortion. A verse opens and it fits like a key. A mentor calls and says words you have been writing. A door for counsel opens at the right hour. Provision arrives in a calm stream, not in a frantic flood. The right steps line up with quiet harmony. You do not have to twist yourself into shapes to make it work. You do not have to drop good habits to keep it alive. You do not have to hide. Light loves windows. Love that is real loves windows too. Beware counterfeit signs. Coincidences are not confirmation when they demand you move against wisdom. A repeated number on a clock is not a command to ignore red flags. A dream that brings fear is not permission to run past counsel. Do not let hunger turn every echo into a word from heaven. I will not confuse you. I will not force you. I will lead you with a hand that is firm and gentle. The right signs will align with truth, with time, and with tenderness. I am sending helpers. Do not walk alone. A wise friend who has watched your seasons. A counselor who honors faith and heals patterns. A mentor who loves your destiny more than your comfort. Invite them near. Show them the messages. Tell them the history. Do not edit to protect a home. Let the light be full. The right person for your future will welcome these helpers. They will sit with calm shoulders when your elders speak. They will agree to simple structures that keep the air clean. They will not pout when you choose a public place. They will not punish when you need a day to pray. Helpers raise the roof so the house can be healthy, but also for appointed timing. Not every yes must be today. Sometimes the sign is that doors stay shut while roots grow. You are not failing when you wait. You are learning the rhythm of heaven. I will give you small appointments that build trust. A coffee that clarifies. A conversation that holds tone. A follow-through that matches words. Do not despise small proofs. Small proofs become strong foundations. I place watchers at your thresholds. One stands at your phone. One stands at your calendar. One stands at your humor and your sleep. When the air is right, laughter returns without fear. When the air is right, sleep comes without bargaining with your thoughts. When the air is right, your body relaxes while your spirit remains awake. These are living signs that I am near and the path is safe. Keep your hands open. If I bring this person back for holy closure, you will know by peace that visits even when you bless and release. If I bring this person back for restoration, you will know by peace that grows under order. Either way, I am not teasing you. I am teaching you. The sword of light will cut away pressure so only promise remains. My wings will keep the wind gentle while you listen. Hold the signs loosely and hold the truth tightly. I will not let you miss your appointment. If the wind rises and the lamp stays lit, step forward. If the wind howls and the lamp flickers, step back. Heaven has seen what you cannot. Heaven will not let your story be stolen in the last hour. You will read the air because I am reading it with you. Now that you see the wind and welcome the helpers, we will set your daily armor so your peace does not depend on anyone's mood. Tap 999 for appointed doors and helpers. If you agree with this word, press like as an act of alignment. Share this message to reach the one who is searching for light tonight. Subscribe to receive future revelations at the right hour. Your prayerful support helps this work continue. At this hour I place steady rhythms in your hands. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven gives you simple armor that you can wear every day without strain. This armor is not heavy. This armor is breath. This armor is order. This armor is a way of walking that keeps your heart whole no matter who comes to your door. Begin with morning stillness. Before the world speaks, let the light speak. Sit where the air is quiet. Put your feet on the floor and let your shoulders fall. Breathe in and say, I receive your light. Breathe out and say, I release my rush. Read a few lines of scripture that bless truth and order. Write one sentence of intention for the day that begins with, "Today I will move at peace speed." You not hunt for fireworks. This is bread, not candy. This is water, not smoke. I am there in the ordinary. I am there in the room when the sun is not yet loud. At midday, practice a small check-in. Ask 3 questions with honesty that even a child could answer. Did this honor God? Did this honor my peace? Did this honor our future? If any answer is no, stop and breathe. Do not argue with yourself. Do not invent reasons to stay on a wrong road. Turn slightly. Small turns early save long detours later. The right thing will still be right after a pause. The wrong thing will complain that you paused. Listen to the difference. In the evening, gather what the day gave you. Write 2 columns on a single page. Peace and pressure. Under peace, note conversations where your breath stayed open and your eyes stayed clear. Under pressure, note moments where your chest tightened, your words shrank, where your mind began bargaining with itself. Do not judge. Observe. Truth grows when it is seen. Bring these notes before me. I will show you patterns. I will show you that you are not confused. You are compassionate, and compassion must be guided. Keep counsel in the loop. Send a weekly summary to your trusted voices, not to outsource your discernment, but to keep the air clean. Say, these are the signs. These are the hesitations. These are the changes. These are the questions. The right path will be strengthened by outside light. The wrong path will try to close the curtains. When you feel the urge to hide, pause and tell. When you feel the urge to prove, pause and pray. Stillness is your shield. Truth is your companion. You are not alone on this road. Let us set rules for the door so your peace is protected. No late night decisions. If a talk grows hot, say, "I will continue tomorrow when we both can breathe." No secret channels. Keep messages where they can be seen by your future self without shame. No sudden vows. Promises must be small and kept, then small and kept again, until trust returns on its own feet. No punishments for time. If they sulk when you take space, the space must widen until respect appears. If they honor your pace, the path will soften under your steps. Guard your body with simple care. Eat. Drink water. Sleep. Love. These are holy acts when done in light. Your nervous system is not your enemy. It is a bell that rings when the air is wrong. When the bell rings, step back and breathe. Bring your hand to your heart and name what you feel. I'm anxious. I am excited. I am sad. I am hopeful. Then ask, does this feeling grow when I am with them, or does it calm? The right presence does not erase all feeling. It settles it into order. The wrong presence stirs dust and calls it wind. Use phrases that keep you anchored when conversation tries to move you. Say, "I can hear you better in the morning." Say, "I will not make decisions while crying." Say, "I will include counsel because I value our future more than our comfort." Say, "I will not compare this to a fantasy. I will measure this by fruit." These sentences are oars in your hands. They help you cross without drowning. Sometimes the day will end with more questions than answers. This is not failure. This is faithful pacing. Put the questions in a simple prayer. I place this on your altar. You're my night and guy my dawn. Then sleep. I have assigned angels to stand over your bed. I will meet you in the morning with quieter air and clearer eyes. Your life will not be ruled by impulse. Your life will move by intention. This is how we protect years while we test days. If they return and you choose to continue, let the calendar carry the weight. Set times. Set checkpoints. Set reviews with your helpers. Let the story prove itself across weeks, not minutes. If they return and you choose release, let the calendar carry the farewell too. Set a time to bless and close without reopening the wound. Both roads are holy when taken in light. You are learning to walk without the past pulling your sleeve. You are learning to hold hope without handing over your guard. You are learning to love without losing yourself. Keep your armor simple. Morning stillness, midday truth, evening gratitude, counsel in the loop, boundaries in the open, breath like a bell for your soul. With these you will not stumble. With these you will not miss what is yours. And now, with your daily armor in place, I will teach you to break old agreements that still whisper from dark corners and to cut cords that do not belong to your name. Type 1010 to walk in daily armor. At this hour I move into rooms you rarely enter and open drawers you forgot you closed. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot. There are old agreements that still whisper in your nights. There are words you spoke when you were afraid that now try to claim your future. There are invisible cords tied during storms that tug your steps toward the same shadows. I am Michael, and I lift my sword of light. I do not swing at flesh. I cut lies. I cut fear. I cut nets that say you belong to despair. Listen. Agreements are not only papers. Agreements are sentences. Agreements are vows you muttered into a pillow. Agreements are bargains your heart made to stop the pain. You said, I will accept less if it means I am not alone. You said, I will keep quiet if it keeps the peace. You said, this must be the best I can have. These words built small cages. These cages grew comfortable. Today the doors open. Today you walk out. We will break them gently and clearly. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe slow. Speak after me. I renounce every word that partnered with fear. I renounce every vow that traded truth for company. I renounce every lie that said I am hard to love. I agree with heaven. I agree with light. I agree with peace. I bless my past to stay in the past. I bless my present to stand in truth. I bless my future to unfold without pressure. And now breathe again. Let the cords loosen. Let the weights fall. There are ties that form through flattery, through control, through secrets that kept you walking on glass. These are not holy bonds. These are knots that tightened around your courage. I take my sword of light and I touch them. They fall silent. They fall harmless. You will not be pulled back into false fire. You will not be dragged into old rooms because guilt calls your name. You are not obligated to repeat a lesson you have learned. You are not required to comfort someone back into old patterns. You are free to say, that season is over. You are free to bless and step away. Freedom is not cruelty. Freedom is obedience to light. Some agreements are hidden under good words. Promises made in panic. Promises made in tears. Promises that said forever without soil to grow roots. If truth has revealed that those promises cannot live without lies, release them with honor. Say, I choose truth over a story that costs my soul. Say, I choose peace over a performance that steals my sleep. Say, I choose order over a rush that erases my wisdom. Heaven will not call you to keep a covenant that requires you to betray the light. Heaven calls you to keep faith with God, with conscience, with clean steps that other eyes can follow. Now we replace what we removed. Empty spaces must be filled with better words. Speak this with me. I agree to walk at peace speed. I agree to choose counsel over secrecy. I agree to measure by fruit and not by flashes. I agree to love without losing myself. I agree that my body, mind, and spirit belong to God. I agree to honor my no and honor their humanity. I agree that real change welcomes windows. These are your new agreements. These are your rails. These are the lines that guide you when memory tries to bargain. If messages come that tug your old vows, you will feel the pull, but you will not move. If dreams come dressed as destiny but ask you to hide, you will wake and choose the day. If a voice says you owe a return to what broke you, you will answer with peace. I owe truth my steps. I owe heaven my yes. I owe myself my care. This is strength. This is maturity. This is holiness that looks like sanity in the sun. I pour clean oil over places that felt empty when the cords fell. You are not how. You are newly available. Your eyes will lift. Your hands will open. Your schedule will breathe. Your laughter will return in small pieces and then in whole waves. The wind that once knocked you down will now turn your face toward the future. The sword that cut cords will now guard gates. The wings that covered you will now carry you as you stand up and walk. You ask, what if they truly changed? If they truly changed, these new agreements will not threaten them. They will bless them. They will be relieved to find a path that keeps both souls safe. You ask, what if they have not changed? Then these agreements will protect your years and end the story with kindness. Either way, the cords are cut. Either way, you are free to choose with a clear mind and a quiet heart. Hold this freedom. Feel how your shoulders settle. Listen to how your breath deepens. Notice how your eyes see farther when you are not tied to yesterday. From this ground we will step into purpose. We will speak about why you were born and how relationships serve that purpose instead of stealing it. Top 1111 to bless and disarm. At this hour I lift your chin toward the reason you were born. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven declares that your life is larger than any one chapter. Relationships are holy roads, not destinations. They serve purpose, they do not replace it. Hear me, beloved. You were not shaped by light only to be steered by pressure. You were not trained by storms only to return to the same harbor and never sail. I am Michael, and with a sword of light I clear the fog before you. You will not miss your appointment. Your calling is not fragile. Your calling is not a whisper that fear can erase. Your calling is a bell in your bones that rings under my wings. I have watched you care, I have watched you carry, I have watched you keep promises even when no one was clapping. Those same muscles will carry you now into assignment. Do not shrink because a familiar voice returns. Do not lose the map because a familiar road appears. If this past relationship is restored under order, it must join your purpose and kneel to it. If it is released, your purpose will run lighter and faster. Either way, purpose is the river. People are boats that may sail with you or dock for a season and then depart. I commission you to stand in stillness and speak with simple authority. Your words will be few and full. You will say, I choose truth over hurry. You will say, I choose service over drama. You will say, I choose what builds homes, not what burns nights. I place assignments in your hands that look like ordinary kindness and sound like wise sentences. Visit the lonely. Honor your work. Protect your sleep. Guard your altar of morning light. Keep counsel near. These are not small to heaven. These are bricks in a wall that shelters many, not just you. Do not imagine a purpose must be loud to be real. Purpose is a teacher who arrives with calm, with routine, with open windows. Purpose is the day you do not answer a message that would break your boundaries. Purpose is the call you make to a friend who is sinking. Purpose is the budget you keep so generosity has fuel. Purpose is the worship you offer when fear wants your voice. When you walk like this, your life becomes a lighthouse. Those meant to join you will find your shore. Those not meant will drift by without docking, and you will not chase them into storms. I release over you a mantle of holy decisiveness. You will not wobble between two stories. You will not be ruled by what if. You will weigh the fruit, honor the counsel, listen for the peace, and choose. When you choose, heaven will supply strength to stand inside that choice. If you choose restoration under order, grace will make your spine soft and strong. If you choose release with blessing, grace will wash the ache and keep your voice tender. You will not be double-minded. You will be grounded like a tree whose roots drink quiet water. Let your eyes lift from one doorway to the larger horizon. I assign you to build. Build a life that glows in the evening because truth walked through the day. Build a circle where laughter is not bribed by secrecy. Build a schedule that holds prayer like a lamp in every room. Build habits that feed tomorrow's peace. Build a witness so clear that those who once hurt you must face the light to even speak your name. This is not revenge. This is redemption. This is heaven refusing to let waste define your worth. I also assign you to carry hope for others. You will speak to hearts who are where you were. You will tell them that the wind can be red, that the light will not lie, that the window may be small but it is enough. You will tell them that heaven has seen what they cannot and that help is near. Your story, told in truth, will become a sword in gentle hands, cutting cords for those who felt too tired to lift a blade. This is how your pain ends its sentence. This is how your healing becomes a door for many. Stand now. Open your hands. I place into them the keys of clarity, consistency, and courage. I place over you wings that cast shade and heat and lift when it is time to move. I anchor your feet where peace remains. I steady your breath so pressure cannot puppet your steps. Listen. The bell in your bones is ringing again. It says, keep building. It says, keep blessing. It says, keep the light on, even if a familiar knock arrives at dusk. We are nearly there. With purpose secure and your commission sealed, it is time for the final blessing that settles peace over your door and light in your steps. Type 1212 to rise into assignment. At this hour I settle a calm that does not vanish when the phone lights up. Time is moving. The window is small. Heaven has seen what you cannot, and heaven answers with peace that holds like a hand. I place blessing over your door, over your phone, over your inbox, over your calendar, I quiet the hallways where anxiety used to pace. I command confusion to fail and fall like mist before the morning. I declare that guidance will blow. I declare that the right turns will appear at the moment you need them, not a second late, not a second early. I speak restoration where years felt wasted. What you learned in the storm becomes wisdom that guards your sleep. What was taken by pressure returns as clarity that multiplies your peace. If a past love reappears, I decree the light will judge the path. If this is closure, it will be kind and complete. If this is restoration, it will be ordered and clear. Either way, joy returns without bargain. Either way, your soul does not bow to rush. Either way, your house stands under wings. I bless your voice to be simple and strong. I bless your boundaries to be holy and humane. I bless your feet to move at peace speed. I bless your counsel to speak with timing that fits like a key. I bless your eyes to see fruit over fantasy and your heart to forgive without forgetting wisdom. The sword of light remains at your gate. The wind will be red. The lamp will stay lit. The stillness will be your shelter. Lift your head. You have not missed anything heaven wrote. The day ahead opens like a quiet road after rain, clean and bright. Miracles will find you in ordinary clothes. Help will arrive as friends and timely words. Laughter will return to the rooms that went silent. Your future is not fragile. Your steps are guarded. Your peace is protected. You are chosen. You are safe. You are loved. If you receive this message, type Amen. Type 144 to seal this blessing. Thank you for standing in the light with me. If this spoke to you, press like, share this message to reach a searching heart, and subscribe to receive future revelations at the right hour. Your prayerful support helps this work continue.